Hello, welcome to another video here on my channel. So this video will be part of a series where we'll try to discuss how to set up an NX monorepo that contains Angular, Google Cloud Functions, and we'll also use Firebase authentication and Firestore as well. So if you're just starting your journey with Angular, so this video is made for you. So now let's dive in. So here I'm on the website of NX and we try to copy this command that we use in order for us to create our monorepo. So let's call it keydev, keydev hub, and we choose Angular. We use the integrated monorepo for the application name. Let's call it crypto space. Yes, build. Thus, let's enable the server-side rendering and we use Playwright for the end-to-end testing. So the dependencies, the packages are being installed and it will take a couple of minutes. The installation is completed. So let's open now our application using VS Code. So now here we see that application has been generated. So now to serve this application, you can use the command npx nx serve the name of our application, which is crypto space. And if we navigate to this link, so we see the initial rendering of the application that's been generated by NX. Now, so the Angular application that we'll try to create will be a simple application where where the user can define his top crypto coins, which will be a very simple application. But to have our application, let's get Angular material downloaded or installed in our application. So if you are starting your journey with Angular, I highly recommend that you get familiar with Angular material as well, because it will save you from writing tons and tons of CSS code. So now let's install it with npm installed at Angular material. And after npx nx g for generate at Angular material ng add project, which is crypto space. Just for Angular material to make some configuration for application. So now Angular material also is installed. So now we can use Angular material to also to generate some component for application. So I go to app, I will, I will create a new folder which is called component, and within component generate. I will use material, and then I will generate a navigation component. The name of the component, let's call it navigation. All options. The project will be this project here. So we skip the testing. Right. This component. Let's rename it. Yeah, SAS instead. So let's so we'll delete this file that was created for us. So we'll replace it by the navigation component that we added. So let's first import it. Or we can even have, so instead of having the whole thing, we can also just write it this one, this way. Since Angular 17, we can have this shorter version of writing our component. We'll also now try to create other components. So we create a component not called a coin list component, and within that component, the user will be able to select his top coin. So I will create another folder. I will call it features. Let's generate a component again. Component. I will call it coin list. The directory will be also coin list. To be a standalone component. I will skip test. So below we can see what will be generated with the schematic. We can generate it. The coin list component also has been generated. So now let's try to add the template of this component. Add cloud. So let's import also what we need for our template. We need the reactive form module, forms module, not form field, and not form field module, the mat card as well. Button. So now we have the import. So for our template as well, we have almost everything. So we just now need to define this method here. So for our coin list component, let's define a properties called coin, and it will be a signal. So here we also create an interface that I will call coin, and let's just say a coin has a name, which is a string. And a coin here, it will be an array of coins, an array of coin. So what do we expect as an input? As an input, we expect to have the name of the coin, which is a string, and then when we do have this input, we have to update our coin signal. So coin update, take the list of coins, and then we have to coins and create a new coin which has a name. So the reason why I'm using this syntax instead of just pushing to the array coin is because of the immutability. Those signals they require that a new object is being created. So that's why I have to also use the spread syntax here in order for me to create a new array. So we will get back to the delete to do here. So now let's see if everything is working. Should as a name. Let's also create a form group. The coin new form control is non-reliable. Now, if you navigate to our application, so it looks this way. So our coin list is not being rendered yet, and it's normal. So for our coin list to appear, let's go to the route of our application. So now let's define the route path. On the empty path, we want to render the component list component, coin list component. And in navigation component, we want to add here the router outlet. So router outlet, we need to import it here. Outlet. I complaining that we don't, yeah. Coin. Now our application looks this way. Okay, obviously, and the we need also to update a little bit the CSS of our application. Now it looks a little bit better than before. Now let's add coin. Okay, nothing is happening. Yes, it crashed again. Need to display the coin name. Now it will look great. So we have our coin. And add this for coin. So we have etc. Oh, we have BTC instead. It's BTC. Let's reload it. So we have BTC for Bitcoin. I have for Ethereum. We have ETH. So we can add all the coins that that we want to buy. And so my top coins. So we have Bitcoin, have Ethereum. Also have Shiba Inu. So I can also delete this coin, but now, so it's not working yet because we haven't bound any listener on this delete button. Now let's go back to application again. So here we have the delete method here, which is not doing anything for the moment. So it will have as parameter here an index, which is the number. And when we do have this index, what we want to do is to update the coins, the signal coin, the way we do it. So this dot coins dot update. So we have coins dot filter. The index is different of the index. So the reason why I'm deleting this, I'm deleting the coin. So to delete a coin, so it takes an index, and to delete a coin, I use coins.filter to remove this coin from my signal list. The reason why I'm using this syntax is to also again to generate a new array instead of replacing in place, because signals requires that each time there is an update that you have a new object. So this is the way we can do it. If we just go with we just do this way, is dot coins dot update takes the coin, and we do coins dot splice at the index 1, and then we return the coins. It will not work. It will not work because this coin dot splice instead of slice. Splice will update the array without generating a new object. Let's try out. And so I'm trying to delete. I deleted it. Surprising. BTC. Well, I thought that um, signals requires the array to be immutable, but it seems not. So it's working. So now we have our application up and running. So everything is working great. So here we have so we have our template. So we have a coin list, a component, and now for the and then we created the method delete coin, which deletes a coin, and we also have add coin. So here we have our template, uh, and we also have the component itself. So we can add a coin, we can also delete a coin, and each one of these operation performs an update on the signal here. And then when we go to the rendering of our application, you can see that we can add different coins, etc, or it's BTC instead, BTC for Bitcoin and ETH for Ethereum. And you can also delete them. So our application is working great. That's what we want. But maybe we can just make a small change. So whenever we add a new coin, you want to maybe just to delete what is written here, so that the user doesn't perform twice the same operation. So let's do that. So here on when we add a coin, we want to reset the form control, and we can do that with this dot form. Set. So with this small change, so now whenever we add a coin, yeah, the input is reset so that the user doesn't perform twice the same operation by mistake. Application is up and running, and we also want maybe now to add a little bit of authentication of our application, and that's why we need Firebase. And if you go to Firebase, what we want to do is to create a new project, and let's call a project. We just call it by devkit hub, devkit hub. So the project is created. So now for the web application, let's call it crypto space. So let's copy this and we'll add it to the environment of our application. So, but first, let's generate the environment part. Let's use generator. So space. Environment is created and paste and copy Firebase and paste this Firebase config here. Now we'll also create a shared folder and create a store provider. I mean, it's complaining because we need to have Angular Fire installed. Let's install Angular Fire. And within app config, let's provide the Firestore provider. Now with this small change, it means that now Firestore is also configured for application. But what we want to do is also to create a guard on our router. That way, when for people to access this coin list component, they need to be authenticated within our application. So to add the guard part, so we use can activate. There is an auth guard from Angular Fire. Let's import it. Expect we have also a data. It contains an auth guard pipe. So now we'll add an auth guard on our coin list component. So for a user to access for a user to access the coin list component, it needs to be authenticated first. So if the user is not authenticated, the user will be redirected to the login route. So which means that we also need to define another route for the login path, login, and we don't have a component yet for the login. So let's generate that component, and it should be let's generate it in the features. With login within a directory with the same name login. We skip test, generate it. Now if you go the route again and specify this login component. The login component is currently empty, but you can add a button for a user to be able to sign in. On click, sign. Be able to sign in, so we need to use uh, the, the what is provided by Firestore. So we need to inject both inject both service. So for the user to be able to sign in, so we use sign in with pop-up. Provided by Firestore, which requires that the auth of the application, the provider. So we await this one. So that's what it takes for to be able uh, to get the user to sign in our application. Well, for now, the login is not working. So we can see here that there are some errors, but because it also requires that some configuration to be done within the Google Console uh, application. So we need here to set the authorization uh, for localhost for it to work. So here I added some testing users. I put my own email address here, and the application is defined as a testing application. Um, so you need to make some configuration for it to work. So without making those configuration, you'll be unable to have the login feature within the web application. So now if you go to the login page, so here we are. Then if you click on this login, so the pop-up opens, and then we log the user in. Now we can access directly uh, uh, a list top coin component. So to recap, for this video, we were able to create an NX monorepo, and we added an Angular application where a user can add his top coins. And last but not the least, we also added the authentication feature. So we try to continue this application in the next video. So stay tuned.